Hi everyone, welcome back to I Love Learning's YouTube channel. This is Clarice Lim. I'm going to share with you part 2 of our higher order thinking math. Okay, we are still doing T model and quantity versus value because these two are the methods that actually a lot of children are struggling with and it can be quite new to you. So I thought I will give you some more examples on it. Okay, so example number 1. The ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in group A was 4:1. The ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in group B was 2:3. There were twice as many children in group A as in group B. Okay, so you see, 4:1 is actually 5 units, 2:3 is actually 5 units. How can that be twice as many? Okay, so something to think about. Later we will get on to that. What was the ratio of the number of boys in group A to the number of boys in group B? Okay, there is A and B and there's boys and girls, and okay, so it's a bit confusing. If you can arrange everything using the T model, it will help you a lot. Okay, so some teachers in school, they will ask you to do A is here, B is here, side by side with each other, but that can be very confusing because you can't see the relationship of everything in one row. So I usually encourage my students to use the T model. Everything in 2 columns is very clear. Okay, thereafter 10 boys and 10 girls left in group B. The ratio of the number of boys in group B to the number of girls in group B became 1:2. You see, there's boys and then the girls. Oh, very messy. How many children were there in group A? Let's take a look at how we can arrange everything nicely. Okay, so arrange your answers neatly in a T. How do we do that? Okay, so this is the question again. I just put it there for you to refer to. Group A, group B. How does my T look like? Okay, so there is boys and girls for both A and B. So my T will look actually a little bit more than a T. It becomes something like this. Okay, where is the T now? The T is over here and here, so this is the T, but inside the T there is actually boys and girls, okay, so this will help to organize things a little over here, right? So over here, the group A is mentioned that it's 4:1. So 4:1, you fill in the blanks over here. And the girls, group B will be 2:3. Okay, you just fill in everything as it is. But then they said there's twice as many children in A as in B. But now this is total 5. This is also total 5. But it is not twice as much. How do you make it twice as much? Very simple. You just times 2. Okay, so times 2, this one, you will get 8 and 2. Okay, 8:2. Well, how do you get 8? 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so therefore now you copy down the other one. So now they are all in the same size now. This is 10. This is 5. A is definitely twice as much as B. You see, you got it. As long as you arrange everything into the T model, everything will look very simple to you and you will be able to solve them. All right, so the question says, what is the ratio of the number of boys in A to the number of boys in B? So therefore the ratio 8:2 equals to 4:1. That's all. Part A, you got it. And then they said 10 boys and 10 girls left in group B. Okay, minus 10 here, and the ratio became 1:2. Okay, so now you think about 2. How does it become 1? Minus 1 unit. 3, how does it become 2? Minus 1 unit. Therefore 1 unit is equals to 10. And how many children were there in group A? Group A has 10 units altogether. Therefore, 1 unit is 10. 10 times 10 equals 100. That's it. And you got the answer. Sorry, ignore this C over here. This is the answer for B. All right. Let's try another question here. Joyce had some money. She bought a dress, a shirt, and a watch. She spent 1/5 of her money on the shirt. The shirt cost $24 less than the dress. Okay, so the watch cost $102. Okay, that's simple. They gave you the whole value. So she was left with 1/4 of the amount of money she had at first. Oh, there's a difference in there's a change in the total. At first they said the total is out of 5 units, right? In the end, they say the total is now out of 4 units. So how do you make them the same? Very simple. When you see this kind of thing, 5 how to become 4, 4 how to become 5 times 5 times 4, you get 20 altogether. That is how you make the units the same size. Always focus on getting the units the same size. Let me show you how this is done. Ultimately, you're supposed to receive, find out how much money did Joyce have at first. Okay, let's see how do we do this using a T model. Arrange everything into a T as neatly as possible. right? So this is the question. I just put it here first. Now, how do you put a T? It is not a T. It doesn't look like a T, Mrs. Wee. Okay, basically this is just a table. Okay, it came from the T model because there's 3 items. It is an extended T model. Okay, so there's a dress, the shirt, and the watch. And so she spent 1 unit out of her 5 units on the shirt. So this is 1 unit, but the shirt is cheaper than the dress, which means the dress should be more, correct? So it's 1 unit plus $24 because the shirt is $24 less. Therefore, the dress is $24 more than the shirt. 1 unit plus 24, okay? And the watch is just $102. Then they tell you she was left with 1/4 of the money she had at first, which means they will want you to express them into 4 units in the end. But at first there's 5 units. Total units of money at first is 5 units. In the end, it was expressed as 4. So how do you equalize them? Times 4 times 5. So this one over here, this is the original that is expressed as 5. You times 4 for them. But do you times 4 for the value over here, $24 and 102? You don't times 4 because they are not units. Leave them alone. You only multiply for the units. So therefore, 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4 over here. $24 stays the same. 102 stays the same. Okay, so 5 times 4, I get 20. 4 times 5, I get 20. Therefore, whatever that I'm left, 1/4, I express it into 20 units. So I times 5 here, times 5 here. I get 5 over 20. So how much am I left with? I'm left with 5 units, okay? So which means how much did I spend? I spent 15 units. So that means this total value is actually 15 units, okay? So if that is 15 units, let me plus everything together. So 4 units plus 24 plus 4 plus 102 is equals to 15. I wrote them all over here. So how do I solve this equation from here? Very simple. Put all the u's together. 15u, this 4u bring over the equal sign becomes negative. This 4u brings over the equal sign becomes negative. So it becomes 15u negative 5 negative 5. Right? This 102 and 24, I keep them here. It is 102 plus 24. Okay, but usually we write units on the right hand side, so I'll just rewrite it for you this way. And you get 7u equals to 126. Okay, so if 7u is 126, what is 1 unit? Straight away you get 18. How many units do I have? 20. So 20 times 18, final answer, $360. Okay, let's try another question. This one is no longer the T model. This is a revision of our quantity versus the value question that we did previously in our part 1. If you missed that, please watch part 1. This is part 2. So this is a revision of our quantity versus value method. Okay, so box A contained only 50-cent coins while box B contained only 20-cent coins. Okay, very simple. A has 50 cents, B has 20 cents. Very clear. So box B has 60 more coins than A, but the value of all the coins in A is $4.50 more. Box B has more coins, but A has got a higher value. So you see there is the quantity and the value coming out. Straight away in your mind, you know value and quantity, separate them. Okay, once you can separate them, you'll be able to find the amount of money in A ultimately. Let's see how this is done. Okay, deal with the questions in terms of quantity and value separately. Okay, so I put a question here just to recall. Quantity and value, 2 parts, 2 different models. So I have A versus B, and what is this? The quantity is 60 more. So this is the quantity. 60 more of 20 cents. How much is that? That will be $12, correct? And now we can run to the value side. Okay, value side is A and B as well, but the difference between them is $4.50. It was mentioned in the question, correct? Okay, but the thing is, you also know that there is a difference of $12 because there is 60 coins more in terms of 20 cents that is made up of $12. That will be a difference inside the B, isn't it? So if B has a $12 difference, A will also have a $12 difference, considering that everything in front will be the same, because the difference between them, this total difference, is actually made up of the 30 cents between them, the 30 cents difference between them. So what do I mean? So if the difference is $12 and $4.50, everything here together, let me show you in terms of the dots, okay? Let's say I have one coin in B, I will also have one coin in A. The difference between them, I put it behind. So this will be a 30 cents difference, correct? So this is 20 cents and 20 cents. For every 20 cents, I have a 50 cent. The 30 cent extra, I put it behind. So this is actually made up of this 30 cents difference, you see. So if I find out how many 30 cents there are here, I will be able to find out how many coins there are in A. You see, so 1650 is the total difference. Divide by 30 cents, I get 55 coins, which is the total number of coins in A. Okay, so the value of A will be 55 times 50 cents, and you get $27.50. Okay, that's all for today. Hope you're getting clearer and clearer as the day goes by, as I practice more T model and quantity and value questions with you. Okay, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know what the next one is and when it is coming out. See you soon. Bye bye.